Hi everyone, my name is Julie. This is Keep Calm with Books and Coffee, and today I'm going to be doing a book haul for you. I did a book haul in January. That was the books that I had purchased in December, and now I'm talking about everything that I've purchased since then. And it's going well. We have slowed down the book buying since I've acquired most of this. I've definitely February is going much slower than January, thank goodness. But I did have a coupon to use at my local bookstore for completing their 2022 challenge, so I did pick up a couple of things, and I did finally get a couple of Illumicrate books that I had been waiting on, so I'm gonna show you those. Those will be later in the video, and if you don't want to see spoilers for that, I will tell you when they're coming. So I am filming this a little early. I'm filming this on the 12th, and I think it'll probably go up next week. At the time of filming, the HarperCollins strike is still on, so I will not be talking about the HarperCollins books I've picked up so far this year. There will be a full haul, and I've talked about this a couple of times, a haul and wrap up and stuff related to that when the strike is resolved. But just know that there will be a few more things coming at some point. Yeah, so let's jump in to what I purchased so far this year. So the first thing I had to buy was Sweep of the Heart by Ilana Andrews. This is the 6th book in the Clean Sweep Innkeeper Chronicles series by the Andrews. It is also the thickest. This is a thick boy. In this we follow Dina, who is a young innkeeper. She is sort of part of this system of inns on Earth that cater to alien species that stop on Earth to rest. So the inns are basically magical, and Dina is tasked with keeping her inn both secret and safe. Her guests have to stay safe, and through a series of adventures we have gotten to this point, and I am super excited to read this. I love this series. I love the Andrews. I have talked about them a lot on my channel, and I can't wait to get to this one. I'm currently doing a reread of the Innkeeper Chronicles leading up to this one, so I will get here soon. Then we have The Right Sort of Man by Alison Montclair. This is a cozy mystery about two friends who start a marriage bureau right after World War II in England. They are setting up different people, they interview men and women and set them up on dates with each other, and tragedy strikes when one of their clients is murdered, and the person arrested is the guy that they set her up with. So they are trying to clear his name as well as restore their reputation, and it's a cozy mystery and sounds super cute. Next up is How the Word is Passed, a reckoning with the history of slavery across America by Clint Smith. Smith goes to 13 different historical places across the United States to interview and talk to people who work at places that have a history related to slavery. He talks to people who are, confronting this history, to people who have ignored the history, or to people who are downright denying the history. And I listened to this on audiobook last year, and I wanted to get my own copy of it because I loved this book so much. I thought it was so important. It taught me a lot. It was exactly what it says on the tin, a reckoning with the history of slavery across America. And I just thought this was super important. I wanted to get my own copy, and I also want to reread it at some point because I feel like the first time through was really interesting, really good, but I feel like I can pick up even more from a reread. Then I had ordered those books from my bookstore, and when I went to pick them up, it was the week that Grady Hendrix's new book came out, so I picked up How to Sell a Haunted House. This is the story of two siblings who inherit a house, and I believe they are in sort of a financial trouble and they have to try and sell the house, but the house possibly has other ideas. I really loved the book club, Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires last year. I have another Grady Hendrix books. His premises sound really interesting to me, and he's sort of based on Southern Book Club's guide, he's the right level of horror for me. So I'm gonna continue reading him. I was really excited for this to come out because it sounds really interesting, and I can't wait to pick it up. I also picked up Georgie After All by Kate Clayborn. I am not sure this book is going to be for me. This is a book club pick for my local indie, and last month when I was there, I decided to pick up the book and give this a try. It sounds Georgie is sort of, it sounds like she is working in LA and she decides to go back to her hometown. I believe she comes across someone that she knew previously, and sort of has to try and help him out somehow. I'm not 100% sure on the description. Like I said, I picked this up because it is the book club book and it sounds cute, so we'll try it out. Then my local bookstore had a sale on damaged books. It was like fill a bag of damaged books, which was really exciting. So I picked up Record of a Spaceborne Few by Becky Chambers. This is the third book in the Wayfarer series. This is different than my other two copies. My other two copies are the like spacey cover. So I picked this up for funsies because I don't have it. But I distinctly do not like these covers as much as the ones that are like purely spacey. And I'm not sure where this one is going, but in the first of the installments, we are following a crew of a spaceship who has taken on a dangerous but very lucrative job, and we're basically following those characters across their space mission. So if you crossed Star Trek with Firefly, I feel like that's kind of the vibe of the first book, and I have loved the second one too. Can't wait to read this one. They are companions rather than a full series. Then I also have The Unkept Woman by Alison Montclair, which is the fourth book in the Cozy Mystery series that The Right Sort of Man is part of. So this is the fourth book in that series, and since I've already talked about it, I'm gonna keep moving. Now we have arrived at the Lumicrate section of this series. I think most of these books will have been delivered by the time this video comes out, but if you are, I'm going to be talking about the November and January selections for Lumicrate. December has not arrived for me yet due to some shipping problems that they are having in switching over to their US warehouse. So the November one is first, last warning. It's going to be The Luminaries by Susan Dennard. This was the whole reason I signed up for the boxes, because I was so excited for this book to come out. It's beautiful, it's gorgeous, the end papers are incredible, and the art on the inside cover is awesome. And then I did not know this up until I took this cover off like couple weeks ago, and the cover also says The Nightmare Compendium, and it is gorgeous. So this book is beautiful, and I love the quality of it. I thought it might not be as good a quality as I was expecting, but it is. It's beautiful. The paper is nice and heavy. It's signed. It's gorgeous. I need to read this so that I can justify having bought 3 copies of it at this point. And then the other one is the January Illumicrate, and that is God Killer by Hannah Kanner. And I don't know if you can see how absolutely stunning this cover is. It's kind of dark to like show up on camera and difficult to see with all the foiling, but it's absolutely gorgeous. The end papers, or the pages, are sprayed again. The end papers are something truly stunning. Like, this is absolutely stunning. And then the book itself is printed with a scene that I don't know what it means yet, but that is also gorgeous. So, and this has a really beautifully textured cover. It's that like velvety kind of color, so I have to read this when I am, have clean hands so that I don't mess this up, because it's too gorgeous, too stunning. But anyway, that's all the books that I have acquired since the beginning of the year, and hopefully you will not see a book haul for a while, because I am trying to reduce my TBR, and this is not helping. Because I have been reading things that are not on my physical TBR so far this year. But that is everything for me today. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any thoughts or feelings, or want to share anything that I've talked about today, please let me know down below. You can also subscribe down there if you want to see me again. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!